I've been a nutritionist for several years and I've consulted with hundreds of clients. So in our first meeting, we do this great exercise. We get to the root of what they really want. We do a drill down. And what they really want for everyone, it always ends up that they want to be happy. I've never had a client who underneath all the things that they think they want, like weight loss, all kinds of other things, they don't simply want to be happy. So in this video, I want to help you discover your highest self and make your hunger for happiness the highest priority. Let's start by taking a few deep belly breaths before we get started and doing a 1-minute round of clarity breath work to really ground and lock in your personal power. Okay, so let's breathe in now. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and bring the breath to your belly. Now powerfully breathe out your mouth. Feel your feet on the floor. Now only breathe from your mouth, okay? Take in 2 breaths from your mouth and 1 breath out your mouth. Imagine your breath is creating a seal between the bottom of your feet and the core of the earth. So keep breathing. 2 breaths in, 1 breath out. And then breathe up and down. Breathe this breath loop. Breathe it up and down your front channel. And relax and ground. The more you breathe this way, the more you're healing. Healing all your organs, your digestion, and I invite you to keep breathing this way. Keep breathing this way throughout our discussion. Enjoy, relax, and get present. You've been learning to get present, so here's your time to practice. Keep breathing. You're doing so much good for your body. So keep breathing. Breathe deeply in your belly and into your heart. Just get aware of all the parts of your body. Anchor your awareness and your breath away from your mind and feel into your personal power. Feel how good it feels to be grounded into the energy of your body and the earth. Now think about a time when you've given away your personal power, okay? Maybe it was a time when you said yes, when deep inside you knew you really didn't want to and you wanted to say no. Or a time when you fed your body food that you knew would hurt you and hurt your body, but your mind was telling you, hey, eat it anyway. Gotta have that, whatever it is. Or maybe it was a time when your body said no to an activity and you simply plowed through, even though it didn't feel right. Have you got that in your head? How did you feel? Feel it in your body. Now take a moment to feel how your body felt when you gave away your personal power. What did it feel like? Where did you feel it in your body? Maybe you plowed through eating better food, getting on medication, taking better supplements, just because it was the right thing to do and not because you were enjoying it. And of course these things, hey, they don't hurt, right? And there is something so much more powerful to heal your body than any of these things. Our healing, it truly begins when we release the idea of needing to push through and get something more outside of ourselves to really heal, and then experience ourselves grounded and flowing with the life you're meant to live. We want to flow in life. I want you to think of a day when your life simply flowed. The entire day, it moved from one experience to another with joy and pleasure. You got that day in your head? Now feel that feeling in your body. Isn't that what you really want for your life? Think about it. This is where you can truly heal. When we open to the source within us, and we connect to something higher than ourselves, or we live in our egos. Hey, The ego, you can't get there. When you connect to something higher than yourself, it works. The mind, it doesn't like this. It doesn't understand this. The mind says, show me the proof. I have to push through and find the exact right solution. It's interesting because science, it has more and more explored this and shown us that everything we understand to be true really gets called into question. There's a great book by Bruce Lipton. It's called The Biology of Belief. I highly recommend it. So there's something even bigger. And then when we begin to receive all of that from the bigger space, a lot more begins to make sense. Are you still breathing deeply? Hey, breathe through this whole thing. I invite you to take your breath to the area of your body that's in need of healing. Direct it to those places. Direct it like a magnet. Let those places fill with the breath. Tighten the area that you hurt in, and tighten it as I continue to talk, continue to breathe. You know, as a static, limited being, you can experience a lot of fear, a lot of stress, and you need to do a lot of really hard work to get what you want. Your breath, it'll help you release this. It keeps you flowing. Now think about what happens in your mind. When your mind wants to take over, when we let our mind steer the show, we have a revolt, right? We need to start listening to our internal guidance system, that internal GPS, setting boundaries around what our internal guidance, what it's calling us to do, and live in the life we love. When you're living in accordance with your internal guidance system, life gets easier, and you really want to flow with life. Your addictive thought patterns, the ones with your ego, they begin to die. And your neural pathways, they open up and your body heals. And life is delicious. You can choose. Choose your thoughts. Choose what you put your attention on. Put it on health and flow with it. It helps you to live in a life in complete synchronicity. I want to teach you how to live in this opening. Hey, this method, it takes practice, and then it gets easier and easier every day. So I invite you to start thinking of yourself as an infinite being who's really connected to your infinite nature. And in that space, you can release and allow so many more wonderful things in your life. This is such a delicious place. You know, our personal power, it's connected with this. Our ability to connect within your body to the infinite aspect, the aspect of self, instead of only connecting with the limited aspect of self. You're really connecting with the flow of the universe. Your first step is to reconnect to your personal power. It's to stop blaming, shaming, and complaining and judging. This includes the shame, blame, and complaining and judgment that you make about yourself. You know, we often get stuck in the past or in the future, or stuck in the idea of who we think we are, and some limitations around that. But it's not really true. You are unlimited. Releasing the mind, it allows us to experience our infinite nature. So this needs to be practiced and experienced over time to really make it work continually in your life. So thankfully, we all have the ability to tap into this source and really let that be the source from which our health arises. To connect with your infinite nature, you need to use the body to connect with that, specifically at the level of the heart. The reason the heart is the area where we connect with the frequency of pure love, hey, it's so beautiful. This isn't love like airy-fairy love. No, it's so much more than that. It's an energy where we connect with the essence of our infinite nature. Your body, it can't live in the past or in the future. It only lives right here, right now, in the present moment. So this is where we get stuck. Our minds, our limiting beliefs, they take over. It doesn't work. All our belief systems are simply, get this, BS, right? Our judgment, our conclusions, the things that we have about what we can and we can't do, can't happen, and what we can't be, what we can and can't, hey, what must be in place? So also about the conclusions of what we require in order to be in well-being. It's all BS. So when you add your fears to this mix, hey, it's chaos. You say, I'll be in well-being when I have enough money, when I get along with my coworkers, when I get organized. I'll be in well-being when I live in a bigger house, or I have a better job, or I'm a certain weight, or a health. Well, it's all BS. This doesn't work. We need to live in the present and listen to our inner guidance system. The more we listen, the better your life will go. When you're living conditionally, you're never going to connect with the well-being that can arise. It arises with your infinite connection, with your infinite nature. It's by listening to your body and listening with your heart. It's a state of energy, a state of being, instead of a state of doing. We're always doing. No, that doesn't work. That allows so much to come into your life. You sit and be receptive. You can receive in this receptive place and receive a better body and better health. When we're in the mind with our belief systems, our judgments, our conclusions, our memories, it literally knocks your state out of being. It knocks you out. We believe we need to go beyond the mind. So we'll work on limiting beliefs in another session, because I love working on limiting beliefs. But for now, keep doing your breath work. Are you breathing? Doing these exercises. It's amazing how to clear your limiting thinking, your limiting beliefs with very little effort. You can walk around the house doing the breath work. The techniques that you're going to learn today, they'll allow you to receive. We're going to continue learning more and more amazing techniques to put you in a state of receiving for the rest of your life. It's not temporary. As you receive pure awareness, your infinite nature, you're going to allow this to enter into the space of pure love. And you can think of this arising in the space of the heart. It allows us to connect there. It's the space of energy. It's our portal, our access to the connection with our infinite self. That's the space where our true healing, where it arises. We're going to move to the next video where I'll show you how to listen to your inner guidance system. And before we do, I invite you to take a moment, close your eyes, and feel into your body. Are you more relaxed? Do the places that needed healing, do they feel a little lighter after you've been breathing? Do they feel looser? Do they feel more energized? Keep breathing. This is the vibration that you want to stay in throughout the day. Whenever you feel yourself going into a low vibration, bring yourself into a high vibe frequency with your affirmations, and your breath. Join me on the next video for an amazing experiential exercise.